Okay. Because whatever we discussed in the complete month, we are going to have a in the process of in the steps, we are going to put it in Excel. First, step 1. Okay, whichever we are not covered till now, I will keep in red mark. Okay, step 1, sprint 1. It is a agile process, so step 1, sprint 1. First step would be, anyway, the steps would be ours backlog grooming meeting, which we discuss requirements with with BA and Scrum Master. Backlog grooming meeting, discussion about requirements, requirements and requirements and which user stories need to be picked. Anyone has doubts here? We discussed already. Okay. Now, in the same way, there are multiple meetings. Those are sprint planning happens. This is first day. This is also first day. I will keep here the days. First day and Scrum call, or we say stand-up meeting, happens every day with all team members about the project which started. So at the end of this, okay, now we started the project. Now, as a automation engineer, what you do? Okay, now project is started. Now your task. Now first day you attended these meetings, and this is your second day now. Second day of automation test engineer. What you do here? Here we are going to discuss with test lead or test manager about which framework should be picked, because every organization will have their own framework and that will be picked. If it is not there, then before starting of this and sprint 1 only, that will be designed. Okay, not here, not in the sprint 1. It will be designed before starting of the project itself. Just here discussion should happen. Okay, which framework should be picked? It is here only. Only who will be there here? Only QA related team members, QA members only, not all of them. I will copy this entire, Control X, Control V. Okay, second day of, I will keep this here. Okay, so because you need to understand what is your roles every day and what you do exactly. So automation engineer, this is second day automation engineer in sprint. Okay, next, what you do? Okay, so you are having now which framework need to be worked, you are finalized. Then you are going to discuss, you are going to do, do the project setup. Project setup in the sense, what is mean by project setup here? Git and GitHub, any access related information for required software for the your project. What does mean by accesses? Now I am working in one organization. Now I am not able to download the Eclipse plugins are blocked by some firewalls. Plugins cannot be downloaded in my system now. If I am going to do my project in this laptop, I need to raise a support ticket for mentioning what I want. So project setup information and project setup need to be done before doing the project. So Git and GitHub, then what else? Framework, uh, clone framework into system. Okay, any access related information for required softwares, that also we need to raise a tickets. This is second day. Raise tickets to the IT team. Okay, now 2 days are gone. Okay, so 2 days are gone. Okay, here okay, which user stories are you are going to work in this present next 15 days. Stories are we going to work here, we know. Okay, we have a clarity what to do for this next 15 days already here. This is our main goal. Okay, by end of the 15 days, sprint 1 days, 2 weeks. So developers are started development from their side, because here discussion happened everything, which is user stories need to be picked. Okay, developers and testers are discussed already. Okay, we were also there in the discussion. Now second day done, second day completed. Now day 3. If you are getting confusion, just let me know.
I have one question.
Yes.
Before sprint 1, what are the factors you will decide which framework need to be used? Because we don't know the application, right? On what are the factors you will consider for the framework design?
Okay, that we need to
because it's a sprint 1, we don't know about the application. Okay, whether it's a normal UI or a Angular JS application they are using, we don't know, right? So based on that only we can design the framework.
Yeah, this we can say before starting of the project. Okay, the discussion will happen at the between the managers. Okay, this is the project we are going to start, this is the project we are going to do. Okay, these are the deadlines. Okay, overall picture manager will be having. You may not be having the overall picture as a team member. Okay, manager will be having this information. Okay, so before starting of the project, before 1 week, we discuss with manager will decide. Okay, before 1 week manager would decide which team members are free right now, and to whom I should pick for this project. He has in mind this information. As a team member, we don't know. For project, because at the first day, okay, when everyone involves, it is not the case. For managers, they know already, and they are in discussion with the client already from couple of days. When team members comes into the picture is when the project is officially going to start, then only you are going to come into the picture. But managers, development manager, QA manager, who is going to work with this project, they know already. And scrum master, who these 3 members already they know. Yeah, good question actually. Okay. So now, are you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here, project manager, that is a QA manager, would call to the team members who are going to whom he decided. Okay, would call to the team members, QA team members, to whomever he picked for this project. He explains environment. Here he explains environment, and he would check whether do we have, based on that environment, he would check based on that environment, or based on the client requirement. Sometimes client itself, they will ask, we want this framework. Based on the requirement or based on the client requirement, based on the client requirement, framework would be finalized here. Clear here? Clear, right? And parameters which they consider for to pick a framework. Decide for framework. Okay. First one, report should be clean and understandable. Next one, maintenance should be very easy. Less coding required. Even non-programmers should be able to develop the test cases easily or scenarios easily. And productivity should be good. Means, why productivity should be good with this framework is, suppose you took one framework which is very complex framework, and people are able to do per day one test case, and my deadlines are for every 15 days or 1 month, I need to deliver. Okay, without time delay. But the productivity is getting down because of the framework complexity, not the application complexity, not the uh, like coding related issues. Okay, productivity should be good, that's why. Okay, framework should not be very complex to understand. A people who is going to work in a project should be easy to understand. Then only then only the productivity will be good. Done till here, Nitin? I think you are clear about this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are at day 3, and here we go through requirements in Confluence page. All the very big companies will have Confluence pages for requirements. All the requirements list will be there in the Confluence page. If they don't have Confluence, we should go with the Jira tool with requirement details, and because for every sprint there will be requirement will be added. Okay, requirements and acceptance criteria. Based on these, we might need to go for the further as a QA. Jira tool with the requirements and acceptance criteria, and we start writing feature files. You will not have application. You will not be able to open application in the browser. Still, you are going to write a feature files. Okay, now, so feature files in this way you will write. Maybe you will take day 4, day 5 done. You've written feature files for the for the for the requirements which we are which are getting developed by the developers. So 1 week is done. This is 1 week. Week 1 is done. Now week 2 is started. Now you have less work in week 2 as you completed. Okay, as you completed feature files writing for the requirements. So here what we can do is, okay, check for the data for the feature file. What I can use data, which data I can execute these feature files to, because suppose if it is a e-commerce application, we will understand very easily, but there are some finance related applications, and there are some, okay, there are some like Salesforce applications. You cannot give any data which you wanted. Okay, so we prepare data, okay, data by contacting concerned people, by contacting concerned persons in the team. Maybe that may be BA. No, just you will we ask concerned person details in a stand up call. Then Scrum Master, who is handling the Scrum call every day, Scrum Master will provide the details to whom you can contact, and you can get the data, and you can understand the which data need to be used. Whom you can contact. Any doubts till here? So this is day 6. Let's say day 7 also passed like this only. Okay, same thing. So these 2 days passed in that way, because you have some time here only, and we make ready everything. So day 8 you have more 1 day for do time pass or whatever you want to do. If something is left in the above requirements or above things, you can do this. Now day 9, here code will be deployed here. How code will be deployed? This functionality also you need to understand how this happens in agile process. Code will be deployed into QA and dev environments already there. QA environment. Okay, QA environment. If not deployed, we send or we raise ticket for code deployment. It is different organization to organization. Few places automatically it will be deployed and we get a send, we receive a mail. Some places we need to raise a ticket saying that we wanted in QA environment project. So depends, it varies project to project, organization to organization, so it is not same everywhere. So code will be deployed into QA environment, that also we can say. So now you are day 9 and code is deployed. Now here you have day 10, that is last day. Day 9 and day 10 you have. Now what to do and how do you complete it? Now there are, it depends on the project. I will tell you, okay, how to answer here. You have 2 days, okay. Suppose you have 5 to 6 feature files, 5 to 6 scenarios, suppose scenarios. You can complete automation here itself. First, what we do? First, execute manually the functionality and make sure everything is working fine. So, and start automation in the same day, because you are having only very less scenarios as a team member. Okay, as a team member you are, maybe you have 10 scenarios. Suppose let's consider you have 10 scenarios for the requirements for this in this sprint, and start automation as well. So now if you are able to complete, then fine. It's fine. Okay, if there are condition again. Okay, if you have 25 to 30 scenarios, suppose, do you think this will get complete in these 2 days? If you have 25 to 20 to 25 scenarios to automate for the current sprint test cases, and you can consider you are two automation engineers and both of you are having 20 to 25 scenarios. Here we test manually and we make sure no bugs are, no application issues are, no application means we make sure wait, if we test manually and we report bugs for the sprint 1. Okay, so and here obviously if you have 25 to 20 scenarios you will not be able to complete automation scripting. Okay, so test manually if more scenarios, test this is up to us manually and with automation if very less scenarios. Okay, now here question comes, we have more scenarios, and what we did test manually. If more scenarios, we did manual testing here. Now when to do this test case automation now? Okay, this not only your decision. Okay, you are going to discuss with the scrum master also, and with all the team members also. Okay, it's not only your decision. Okay, testing manually and closing the bugs, it's not your decision. Okay, it is need to be accepted by other team members as well as all the members in the project. If they say yes, you have to complete automation also, then we are going to ask code should be deployed in little early. Okay, based on that you need to plan and you need to work on that. So this is day 10. Test manually and with automation is very less scenarios. Now suppose if everyone agrees, if all agrees to automate, which are left the next sprint, we start, we resume and we complete automation. Now here few questions comes. Now here few questions comes. Now sprint 2, let's say sprint 2 started. Now you have tasks of whichever you did in the sprint 1. Okay, you can ignore the first 2 days, which are sorry, these you don't need to worry for the next sprints. Okay, framework cloning, okay, these, okay, only day this one time job, this is this one. Okay, one time job for project. Okay, setup and all these things for this is one time job for a project. So now you need to take care of all these things from the 2 as well. Sprint 2, let's say day 1. First day you will not get time, you need to do these meetings. Okay, at the end of the sprint also we need to add some meetings. Okay, I will add. So this happens. So now in from day 2, okay, automation of first sprint plus writing feature files for current sprint. You have both the tasks from here. Okay, this scenario is when you are not completed first sprint automation scripts. Okay, at day 10 there is a, okay, I wanted to add more, 2 more meetings will be there. Okay, attend sprint sprint review and sprint retrospective meeting will happen in sprint sprint review. What happens in sprint review meeting means we give automation plus manual status, how much done, how many done, and how many left for automation. If already completed, then we give all of them. Okay, now and retrospective meeting. Okay, here what went well in the current sprint and what not went well. If something not went well, how to rectify in the next sprint. Any doubt? Here you given the statuses also about your sprint 1 in the sprint review. In the form of we give in the form of PPT, 1 or 2 slides, just 1 or 2 slides we add. Okay, PPTs we give status or detailed mail to all the team members. So up to them, up to client wish how he wanted. So will be everything will be same process will happen, okay, till the day 10 of sprint 2 also. Whatever we did in sprint 1 till the day 10, the same thing, the same step will be, okay, will be happening in the sprint 2 as well. Okay, now there is a one point we need to discuss here is same steps. Okay, now here one step I wanted to add here is, okay, when you are writing feature files, okay, we are saying feature files, right? Check for the data for, okay, here we are writing feature files for the here 2 places, means 2 days. Okay, here what I can do, send feature file to BA or product owner for verification. Okay, we are going to send for the verification whatever scenarios you've written, whether those are correct or not as per the functionality and as per the business validations. You may receive here, okay, feature file approved in 1 or 2 days. In the next day, next week starting, feature file approved or need some modification, something you will receive through mail. This should happen. So these are the steps which happens in everyday task. So that is about end-to-end process. Now in automation, okay, in automation in the day sprint 2, now here here we need to understand, we execute world or sprint 1 test cases also, and we send report. This is called regression. You are going to execute, okay, sprint 1 test cases which are automation test cases which you developed in the sprint 1 itself, or maybe because of scenarios are very huge and you developed in sprint 2, okay. And suppose in now you are in sprint 3, suppose here everything is as it is, and the change will be, you will be executing first two sprints, execute all automation scripts till you developed that specific day. So when you are doing this, okay, business will get advantage as how many bugs are present in the existing application which are getting developed. Otherwise there is no use of the automation which you are doing and which you are spending time and which they are paying. The main advantage is this one, the main target is this one. Okay, now let's go. So we know the end-to-end process completely. If anyone having queries, you can ask now itself, because now I am going to going inside of like Java. What questions push? Yes.
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
First thing is when business will start the testing. So because once the SIT is done, so immediately they will start the testing business.
Once.
Once SIT is done,
Okay.
then business will start the testing.
No, testing is going to start from the sprint 1 only. There is
Okay. Testing will start from the sprint one. Okay. So first we will do our QA. Okay. Once
okay.
it is done, the business analyst will do the testing on round of the testing, right? When they will do after completion of a QA testing.
Who? Business analyst.
Yeah,
Analyst will not do any testing.
there will be UAT, right? UAT testing.
You mean to say uh, unit
User
testing?
acceptance test.
User
Unit
acceptance.
testing, right?
User
User
acceptance.
acceptance test.
Yeah, that is called unit testing, right?
Unit testing will be done by the Java developer.
Developers only.
So here is user acceptance testing, which will be done by the business.
Yeah, this is we can say this is the one user acceptance. We are going to send the feature file which you have written.
Okay. So I have one more question. Suppose we
Okay.
send the feature file to the business person. Okay,
Yes.
he will approve.
Yeah.
If there is any bug found out during on the day of production, who will be the responsible? Because
Okay.
we send the feature file, we got the approved from
Here one more step. Here
yeah.
one more step. Let me add here. Sprint 1, day 10 or day. Here code review happens. Your automation code review also happens here. Whether business validations, all of them are done in automation also. That will be doing in internally with the internal QA team or lead. Okay, you were asking
Suppose,
unit testing. Sorry.
yeah, if you find out any bug, okay, on the production environment, okay, who will be the responsible? Because we send the feature file to the business, they approved, everything is okay. Then also, if we found any bug in the production, who will be the responsible?
Yeah, here in the agile process, all of them are going to take a responsible. Actually, there is no like because of you this happened, because of you this happened, because everyone are going to involve in every day in all the meetings. Okay, you
But
cannot take
but
as a
they will point
QA.
out, they will
This is
point
my
out to
response.
QA. They
Sorry.
will point out to QA. They will point out to a QA, not to the developers.
No,
Others.
no. In the agile process, it doesn't happen actually. Okay, it depends on the manager. It depends on the again the higher management people. But the agile process is everyone are responsible for everything.
Okay.
Okay,
And one more
here
question.
you are not the responsible person.
Okay.
But we should be very careful because if they are not going to say openly, but obviously they are going to say it. Okay, manager may call us QA member and he may say something why it is missing.
Mhm.
Okay, but openly they will not say like you are the responsible for this one. Okay.
Okay. And one more question is,
Okay.
suppose there is an application, okay, from existing application, not from the starting,
Mm-hmm.
not from the scratch. It's an existing application, okay, might be the 10 years old application. Now we
Okay.
got a new requirement. They add QA, all the developers, new developers and then QA. Okay, it's an existing application. So some existing person have written the test cases, around 500 test cases. Okay, so we are the new QA entered to that application. If you
Okay.
run those test cases, it is fail. If it is fail,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if you take the agile process, okay, then sprint will start, okay, for the new enhancement. Okay, so how to handle that kind of a situation? Because all the 500 test cases are failing. Might be they have hard coded or something wrong in the code, something like that. If in that case, how to tackle that situation?
Okay. First, when this kind of application comes into the picture, first as a QA, okay, you need to execute, okay, in each module one end to end one test case. Okay, first.
If it is
Okay,
failing,
yeah, let me come back there. Okay, let me come there. Okay, so you will be executing. So queries, we need to document what queries you have and application behavior with the screenshots. Okay, this is the first step we need to do. Okay, first to mean step in the sense first 2 to 3 days only we need to do this. Okay, first 2 to 3 days we need to do because we might need to give estimations for the project by what time I can complete this. Okay, for that what all things we need to do, I am listing out. Okay, application behavior related screenshots and keep with you. Now you need to inform to the lead or manager. We need help for test cases executions. We have some queries because you listed out all of them which you have a queries. Now here, so here you need to ask for 1 week or 10 days every day some query call or functional clarification call from the manual tester who has written this or with the concerned persons. Someone will be there in the project who can help us. So here in this call, every day in this call you need to have a clarifications in this call. Now estimation parameters now here. Because you need to give estimations for all the 500 test cases. Not for the test cases which you are executing for every module 1. You need to give estimations parameters, estimations for all the 500 test cases. Here what we need to consider: number of steps for the test case and complexity of the application as you executed for each module 1 or 2 test cases. Based on that, we should have clarity at any cost before giving estimations. If you are not able to execute, just fix like every day that like first 1 or 2 days, ask them to execute one end to end and show us. And if they are not that much helpful, then you need to do by yourself. There is no other option for you. So complexity of the application as you executed one test case for each module. So we give how many hours each test case takes for automation. This is assumption estimations. So when assumptions come, suppose for 500 test cases, it comes like, suppose let's take 500 into 6 hours per each test case, average 3000 hours came. 3000 hours came. From automation side, as a lead or as a manager, I will take some buffer time before giving the estimations, because there are some dependencies where like immediately means here also assumptions. Assumptions are why we are giving buffer time is there may not be immediate help from the manual team. Or application down or application slowness or there may be any reason, but at least few reasons we know. Okay, there are maybe other reasons. So we need to give some buffer time for the estimations. Clear? So with this process, we need to take care of the each thing every day by day. We need to sort it out one by one, and we need to give. Okay, buffer time we give at least 3000 hours, in the sense at least 100 200 hours, 300 hours we need to give extra. And suppose now if you are having 5 members in a project, 3000 hours plus 300 hours extra buffer, so it will be hours by 4 members in a team. Okay, then calculate how many hours is coming for each candidate. Maybe it comes like something, okay, something like this. So 950 hours, so 950 by 8 days, 8 hours per day. So how many days comes here? Here days comes, how many days it is coming. So now when days comes, then on those days you will be removing Saturday, Sundays, and you will be giving estimated date for the last day. So the main thing is you should be understanding the queries, whatever is there, and whatever are the blockers for you, that immediately you need to go and clarify with the concerned persons. Then only you will be able to complete this automation. Suppose 1 week you scheduled with them query clarification call. Still you have some queries. This is not agile process, huh? Okay. This is entire project you received for automation, which is already developed, and they need automation script. Okay, 1 week clarification call happened, but still you have queries. Then you need to ask for more days this query clarification call. Okay, by uh, by interacting with your manager or other persons, whoever are the reporting persons. So in this way, the existing project you need to take care of step by step. Okay, it's not that much easy whatever I am telling. Okay, it's a difficult one, but still you need to get it done one by one slowly, and need to clarify one by one by interacting with the people who are the concerned persons for the test cases who has written, and with the calls, okay, or with KT sessions, like that. Yeah, Nitin, you got some clarity at least.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, until you get clarified about the functionality of the entire test cases, you keep on attending that query clarification call every day, and you need to show what you are trying to execute and where you are blocking with the clear documentation. Okay, you need to create document day wise, and what are the blockers you are having, and what is the solution. You need to note down solution also when they are discussing with us, and we need to clarify with like all the team members. Java side, okay, uh, programs which are we are preparing SDET programs, 30 programs. So I don't know how many of you are how many are done, but by this weekend or by this Friday, I am expecting 20 should be completed. Is it fine for everyone? Because we are going to revise these 3 days entire concepts and entire Java or entire automation, everything, whatever we prepared till now. Is it fine? Programs, will you be able to do this? As per me, 15 were done and the remaining 5 may be there, and you need to revise once from the starting also, because we are going into next level, that is API level. Now, Java interview questions. We have already in this sheet, okay, that I will list out, and I will that you need to do daily, like mainly strings, exception handling, collection framework should be very good. That's it. Okay, other than this you will not get any, okay, more than this in the Java in interview perspective for automation engineer. Okay,
Oops
then
concept.
yeah, oopsie. Now, one more thing what you will get is where oops applied, where collections applied, where applied above Java concepts in automation scripts. I want you to, okay, I want someone to create a document whatever they are able to do, because if you create something and if you give me, I can modify and I can add something, I can send you back. Is for anyone, is it possible to create this for tomorrow? How much ever you do, so that I can start from there and I can do, because this is very important with this. Okay, you know the definition and you know the example, but where it is applied is important. Can anyone take initiative? Okay, maybe he have not worked most of them. Nitin, will you able to get the time to do in 1 or 2 days?
Okay, Ray.
Okay, because we have some links from there, you can copy, or you can do the Google search and you can copy from there. And once you give me the document, I can modify and I can send you back for all of you. Because as a team, we need to, okay, do hard work to get the things done. Okay, because otherwise, uh, we will not be able to achieve what we wanted.
I can write my own myself, Ray. So where I have implemented oops concept in my framework.
Yeah, in that way
It will,
you write it, no problem.
it will be helpful for me. It will be easy for me.
Yeah, you apply, write in that way and give some coding example as well as below the description also, because otherwise people will not be able to understand by seeing the code. Okay.
Okay, so once I return, I will explain to you. So it will be easy for you also, for all of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you know, yeah. So this you will be doing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want someone should be created agile process also for uh, like detailed document. Aishwarya, will you able to do? But not the, okay, entire content don't copy paste. However, I explained. Okay,
Okay.
create more two to three lines, more 3 4 lines for each one. That's it. Suppose
Okay.
backlog grooming meeting, just 4 5 lines. That's it, not more than that, because we know almost everything. Okay, just
Yes.
for reference purpose. That's it.
Okay, I will do.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
go through some YouTube links wherever you feel it is very easy to understand for everyone, follow that. Okay, it's not mandatory that follow only the specific one. Okay, we wanted something which should be helpful for all of us.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
because okay, agile process is done, Java done. Okay, framework. Notes and structure, end to end works. This I will give you. Okay, this I will give you. Okay, then yeah, that's it for today. So we will just analyze tomorrow what we received, and we will merge all of them in single file, and we will have a reference for all of us in the preparation side. Okay, okay, that's it for today then. Okay, you can drop if you don't have any queries.